Heyo, I'm Creato. Today, I'll be showing you how to build this fully automatic bone meal farm that turns moss blocks into bone meal and is able to refill itself to always keep on producing more bone meal. Also, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel as your support really means a lot. This bone meal farm is fully automatic and works on both Bedrock and Java Edition 1.21. These are all the materials you will need to build this farm, and you can use any solid blocks. Plus, you will also need to prepare a 13 by 11 block area to build this farm in your world. Start by counting 6 blocks in and 1 up from the lower right corner and place a double chest there. Then place a hopper on the left side of the chest with another hopper on the right, but place some temporary blocks so that the hopper on the right is facing toward the back. Then you can place composters above both the hoppers. The bone meal from one composter will go into the chest, and the other will go back into the farm to produce more moss blocks. Now build up and place a hopper going into each of the composters on the top side. Then place 3 blocks going back from the right hopper and then drop down to the ground. Place a temporary block followed by 2 droppers and a dispenser going upward. This will be the item elevator that moves the bone meal back into the dispenser. Now place 3 more blocks on each of the remaining sides of the dispenser. This will be the platform where all the moss blocks plus azaleas and moss carpets will be made and collected. Then connect all the blocks together to form a platform centered around the dispenser. This platform should be 7 by 7 blocks with the dispenser exactly in the middle. Now drop down below the platform and place an observer facing up in the upper right corner of the dispenser. Make sure that this observer is placed in the top right section of the platform and that the observer is facing upward. Then you can fill in the rest of the space in the platform with some more blocks. Also place a few more blocks in the front so that the platform extends as far as where the hoppers are. Now you can go back to the dispenser and fill it up with 10 bone meal, which is the minimum amount needed to start the farm since the farm will be able to infinitely restock itself. Then place a moss block above the dispenser followed by 7 stone blocks starting in the upper right corner. Then place more stone blocks so that it all connects back around. Also place another stone block in the middle, and then you can fill in the rest of the space on the platform with stone blocks except for the space next to the hoppers. The empty space in the stone on the right side is there to allow the pistons to push the first stone blocks to start up the farm. Now you can place a row of blocks going along the top side of the platform. Then place 3 obsidian blocks, a normal block, and 3 more obsidian blocks on the right side. The obsidian will stop the pistons from pushing the blocks too far. Then continue placing blocks along the platform until you get to the left side. Here you can just place 1 block in the middle on the same row as the moss block. Now you can place 7 dispensers on the top side of the platform facing toward the front of the platform. Then just place a row of blocks behind all the dispensers. Now go to the left side of the platform and extend it by 2 blocks and then place 3 pistons a block and 3 more pistons. Then you can fill in the space below the pistons with some more blocks. And then you can place a row of blocks behind the pistons followed by a second row without the block in the right corner. Now place a temporary block next to the piston and then place a block to the left of the temporary block. Then drop down and place a lever under the block you just placed. Make sure to flip the lever on and then head back up to the platform. Now place a redstone torch on the block which should turn off immediately, then place 5 repeaters facing toward the right. Make sure to set the first 4 repeaters to 4 ticks and the last repeater set to 2 ticks. This delay is enough to power the pistons only once the stone has been generated. Then just fill in the rest of the blocks behind the pistons with redstone dust. Now you can make a temporary infinite water source since you will be needing to place some water. Place the first water bucket between all the pistons, and then place a water bucket on both sides of the hoppers. Then you can refill your buckets and remove the infinite water source. Then you can put a water bucket into each of the dispensers. Make sure each dispenser gets just 1 bucket of water. Now you can place glass blocks going along the platform. Start on the side of the left dispenser and go all the way around until you get to the side of the right dispenser. Then you can place slabs above all the dispensers as well as above all the glass blocks you just placed. Then place a few more glass blocks going around the pistons as well as above the water source in the middle. Then you can place the lava buckets above the pistons and make sure all the lava is still and not flowing. Now you can place redstone dust on all the blocks behind the dispensers. Then drop down below the farm and place 3 more hoppers connecting to the lower dropper. Then place 2 diagonal blocks followed by some more blocks for the rest of the redstone. Now place a redstone dust on the block closest to the droppers and a repeater facing toward the back of the farm set to 2 ticks. Then place 3 redstone dust on both sides of the blocks, followed by comparators in the middle facing opposite directions. Now just place 2 blocks next to the redstone dust on the right. Then place a redstone dust on the right block and a repeater on the left block followed by an observer directly above the repeater. Now you can start the farm by flipping the lever and watch the stone turn into moss blocks and then get composted into bone meal for you to come by and collect from the chest whenever you want.